Hello, you guys. Today we are going to be going over a tier list of all the various game passes that we currently have in Pet Simulator 99. I'll tell you which ones are the best and which ones you might want to avoid if you're running low on Robux. While there are a lot of game passes that you can get in Pet Simulator 99, not all of them are really worth your time, and the amount of good game passes in Pet Simulator 99, it's important that you get the good ones and the ones that are really going to affect like the future of your gameplay and not ones that are just an overall waste of Robux. As you guys can see, I currently have all of the game passes currently available. So I have VIP, Lucky, Magic Eggs, Ultra Lucky, Huge Hunter, plus 15 pets, plus 15 hatch, Autotap, Autofarm, and then as well I have the enchantment slots, which is also a game pass, as well as the daycare slots. Now we'll just go into the tier list and start ranking them. So I'm gonna pull up this tier list I have. All right. So we'll just go in order. We won't start from S to D tier, but we'll just start with the game passes that we have currently at the bottom here. So actually, Auto Farm being at the front is really good because honestly, this is an S tier enchant. I think at any stage of your career in this game, you should definitely have this game pass. While I'm opening eggs, my pets are always here farming this stuff, which actually is one of the main reasons I was able to get to rank 14 pretty quickly, because all the quests that involve breaking stuff and like when people spawn coin jars and such, it's easy for me to rack up those rewards while I'm auto opening the eggs. Also, the achievements alone, for example, breaking a million breakables was one of the reasons I was able to get this royalty charm for free. So that's all thanks to this auto farm. So overall, this auto farm game pass has saved me so much time and is so useful for when I want to keep farming, but I need to go do a side quest. All right, so we're going to move on to the next item on our tier list, which is going to be the auto tap feature, which honestly, I hate to say it, but for the price, it honestly is an S tier Game Pass as well. If you don't know what the auto tap Game Pass does, as you can see, I'm sitting here, nothing's getting clicked. I'll turn on the auto tap and it'll start tapping things that are around me. And also, it will, if my cursor is on the screen, it will just auto tap whatever I'm looking at. And the second something's not in front of my mouse, it starts clicking on random things around the area that I'm in, which is super useful. Obviously, everybody has an auto clicker. Auto clickers are free. It's much easier to use, doesn't cost Robux, but I do a lot of things on my computer while this is running, and this allows it to auto click while I'm doing things, which saves me so much time. And honestly, this adds a lot of damage to when I'm farming, and I bet it could be very useful for a lot of you guys. For the price point, it is just so worth it to get, in my opinion, and it just works so well. All right, so moving on to the third item, we have the plus 15 hatch. I would honestly rank this A. So I would rank this A because these hatches cost a lot of gems in game, and this will save you a lot of time on getting those opening egg quests, as well as being able to help all of the other game passes that are in this tier list. The sheer amount of gems that this Game Pass saves you is worth the Robux, especially if you watched my last video on the best way to spend Robux to get the most amount of gems in Pet Simulator 99. The amount of gems you save by doing this and getting that early head start in the game is incredible. Later on, when you get to the end of the ranks in Pet Simulator 99, every 3 eggs hatched is upwards of 1,000,000 gems each. So this alone could be worth about 5 million gems once you get to the late game, and is well worth it if you look at the wrap to Robux ratio of this Game Pass. Next up, a lot of people might be upset by this, but I'd say the Huge Hunter Game Pass, while very useful for a lot of people, is actually going to be the lowest on the list right now at B tier. While the Huge Hunter Game Pass is very useful and is almost a necessary thing for people to have if they want to open any huges in Pet Simulator 99, it is just ridiculously overpriced. For the 32.50 Robux price that this boasts, it is not worth it in any way. For example, you can get like 6 of these top level game passes just for the price of this huge 100 game pass. While I do have it and I have opened huges, I've still only opened a few in my time in the game. I would have rather spent that $40 worth of Robux on something else. Maybe even just getting these game passes for my other account would be more worth it. And then I would be able to afford more huges than I've been able to open with this purchase. All right, so next on the list we have the Lucky Game Pass, 275 Robux, so it is kind of on the cheaper side. It's between the Autofarm and the Autotap in price. Uh, However, I don't think it's necessary for nearly anybody that actually plays the game. When I first bought this, when I started the game, I assumed that Lucky helped your chances with huges as well, just because of the name Luck. That's what it sounds like, but it does not. The only thing this helps with is getting the higher tier pets in the eggs, which actually does make you some gems in the future. I'll explain a little bit more on that later, but it's just not necessary. I think you could definitely go through the game with not getting this. Also, this Game Pass gives you a 200% luck bonus. So it's kind of like you can get that from some of the potions as well. So if you want to just invest your gems to get that chance as well, it would be better. And then similarly, we have the Ultra Lucky Inch. I keep saying the enchant. I don't know why. We have the Ultra Lucky Game Pass, which is just much better luck with eggs. And I'd say this is even worse, definitely because of the price. And also, this gives you a 500% luck bonus, which is 2.5 times better than this Lucky Game Pass, but the price is more than 2.5, unfortunately, which is kind of weird. You would assume since it's 2.5 times better, it would be 2.5 times the price, but it's a little more than 2.5 times the price. So that's kind of weird to me, but you definitely do not need this if you're playing the game. I do have it. It's helped me to get pets such as the Rainbow Shiny Broomstick Corgi, which is about 616,000 at the moment, but I still have not gotten the Rainbow Shiny Imp, even with the millions of eggs that I've opened, as well as all of these game passes. All right, so next on the tier list, first of these egg game passes that I will rank high is actually this Magic Eggs. The Magic Eggs game pass is almost, honestly, I'd almost say it's S tier, but I must say A tier just because I don't think you need any of these egg luck game passes. I think if you really want strong pets, the best way is to just spend your Robux on things that are going to get you gems, and you should just buy the huges as well as the rare pets. The egg opening game passes are just too expensive. These two alone are 44.50 Robux, which is upwards $50, $60 maybe. I'm not too sure about the conversion at the moment, but that's a lot. And then combine it with this, it's an extra 1,000 Robux that you just don't need. You could spend all that money on other things that are just going to help you grind, and that grind will help you to get the huges and the rare pets that you want. Personally, I bought them just because I wanted the feeling of opening my own huges, which I'm sure a lot of you will, and that is going to be something you're going to want to buy if that's what interests you. But the Magic Eggs Game Pass is just so good because it also allows you to open up rainbow and shiny huges, which I'm pretty sure it's almost impossible to do without this Magic Eggs Game Pass. The Magic Eggs Game Pass is ranked high as well because you can make a ton of gems with this. Because when you're opening egg and you get these rare pets, for example, show you again the Rainbow Shiny Broomstick Corgi. This is worth 600,000 gems alone, and I've opened about, I think, 4 of these, so that's over 2 mil. And when I sold them originally, these were at a mil. So I've made a little over 3 mil actually selling just the broomstick corgis that I've opened, as well as numerous of these witch cats, and then a ton of just these regular rainbow broomstick corgis. They sell for 13,000 each, and I'd say I probably opened upwards of like 250 of them, and then I sell them on my other account, and the price is actually pretty low now. It's been over a week since the last update came out, so these prices just go down. But having the Magic Eggs Game Pass right when new eggs come out, you can make so many gems. It's actually ridiculous, guys, because people want these high power pets to make their lineups even better. All right, so next we have the plus 15 pets. This is gonna be an addition to the S tier on our Game Pass list. Just for the price point and for the utility, it is just so useful. You can grind so much faster, and these cost a lot of gems. Just like I was saying with these hatch slots, the pet slots are just as expensive. And being able to have 15 extra pets is going to make you fly through the stages just that much quicker, as well as save you just so many gems. This is a very useful Game Pass at only 375 Robux. I would buy this any day of the week, especially if I was to start a new account right now, these three are definitely something I would buy. All right, so moving on, we actually have the VIP Game Pass. While this used to be very useful, I'd honestly say it's probably the only D tier Game Pass that is on this list. So the VIP Game Pass comes with an exclusive Oxalot hoverboard, as well as the VIP mine, a VIP booth for selling at the trading plaza. You get access to VIP gifts every 6 hours, as well as 10,000 diamonds. Honestly, now that I'm seeing it, I think just because of the price, I'd actually put this as C tier and move the Ultra Lucky down to D, because the price isn't that bad for what it is. And the VIP mine is probably the best part about this Game Pass. I'll show you what I mean. So we'll head over there. So here's the VIP rewards. You get 1,200 diamonds as well as 3 gifts, which are worth around 2,500 diamonds each. So it's nothing crazy. You get this every 6 hours, so it's not anything special really. The main reason I like this diamond mine is that it helps you so much with these rank objectives. When you're ranking up, you get a bunch of missions that tell you to break diamond breakables, and those take forever, honestly. And a lot of the times I'll do that here just to speed up the process. And when I'm leveling up a new account and I don't have access to this diamond mine, it honestly is very annoying. This is the best part about the VIP pass, and I definitely consider getting it if you are a low rank and you are still trying to rank up. It will save you so much time. Also, I do use the Oxalot hoverboard just because I like it personally, but you know, it's nothing too crazy. But for the price point is the only reason I'm going to keep it at C tier. As I'm rank 14, it's pretty useless to me now. I don't gain anything by having access to this VIP mine. The diamonds you get from farming this area are just not that good, and I get much more gems per hour by just farming the top area. So this is pretty much just like a starter kind of area. It might not be bad if you're starting out the game, but yeah, for now it'll be at the C tier. All right, so we're getting to the end of the tier list. Now we have the two that are honestly not considered game passes by a lot of people, but for the sake of this video, I think they should be included. The first one being the enchant slots. While the enchant slots are actually huge and super important, I don't think I can rate them that high just because of the sheer price of this Game Pass. This Game Pass is the second most expensive compared to the Huge Hunter. If it was cheap, honestly, I'd put it up here. It might even be the best if it was like less than 1,000 or something crazy like that. But just for the price, you can actually get all of these A's and S tier Game Passes with the price of this, which is why it's going to be B, but it is crucial. This is one of the best purchases I think I made. It was worth it to me personally, but if you don't have a lot of Robux, it's going to be down here on the list. It's something to save up Robux for. This Game Pass gives you 3 more enchantment slots, which allows you to add so much more value to your setups. There's not really much else to say. There's just the enchantments in this game are so useful. Adding 3 more to your lineup is just incredible. And the amount of value that adds to either opening eggs or if you're farming diamonds, for example, or farming coins, it's just undeniable. There's no other value you can get from anything else in the game. For that reason, I'll put it above the Huge Hunter, and as well as it being cheaper. Even if they were the same price, I'd still put them above the Huge Hunter enchant, but it is very good. All right, lastly, we move on to the extra slots at the daycare. So the extra slots at the daycare, honestly, they're not horrible. If you're starting out in the game, they do cost 650 Robux, so I'd probably put it here. If you're just starting out, you could get a lot of value from these extra slots, as you get like an extra 30,000 gems every 2 hours. So if you're in the game for like 6 hours a day, you get that 3 times a day. That's pretty much 100,000 gems a day different. So depending how long you play the game, this might be worth it to you. I also do get some rare things from the daycare at some points. Pets are ready now, so I'll show you how much I get now. So we'll claim 20. So this time we got 56,000. I say this is pretty much average. I'd say I get like 60,000 gems per, and then you get all of these books, fruits, items, potions, flags. So it's not horrible. This is a pretty mediocre pull from the daycare, but this might add value for some of you. So it honestly depends on your current state in the game. But yeah, so this is the completed tier list. Obviously, if you have unlimited Robux, this tier list would look much different. A lot of these expensive ones are good, they just aren't worth it, in my opinion. I definitely took into consideration the cost of these game passes as a major factor in where they are put. If you're just starting out the game, I would definitely try to get these first, these second, these third, and then fourth, fifth. Maybe the VIP a little higher. Depends on where you're at in the game currently. This is just a complete beginner game pass and doesn't help me at all anymore. So that's why it's so low. But if you're just starting out, it might be maybe up here in A tier just because of how cheap it is too. If you like the video, please comment down below any changes you would make to this tier list. Obviously, this is from my perspective and how I play the game, but everybody else will use some of these factors different. Honestly, there's not a wrong or right answer for this. This is just all preference, but I would like to hear what you guys think and how you would change the tier list yourself. Please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.